Hey there, crypto fans, and welcome to Altcoin Radar. Today, guys, we're going to learn all about liquidity pools from a complete beginner's perspective. So without wasting any time, guys, we're just going to dive right in and see what liquidity pools are all about. Now, when I say that this video is for beginners, guys, I truly mean that this video is literally for complete beginners. That's why it says right in the title of my video, for absolute beginners. This video is for people like me who have no idea what it is, and they want to learn about it. So that's why I'm doing research, and I'm going to do research into this. I'm literally just filming myself doing research into this, so that I can learn about it, and other people can watch if they want to learn about it too. So, I mean, hey guys, you got to start somewhere, so that's what I'm doing. All right, guys, so let's see what liquidity pools are all about. So guys, liquidity pools are one of the foundational technologies behind the current DeFi ecosystem. They are an essential part of automated market makers, borrow-lend protocols, yield farming, synthetic assets, on-chain insurance, blockchain gaming, and the list goes on. In itself, the idea is profoundly simple. A liquidity pool is basically funds thrown together in a big digital pile. But what can you do with this pile is in a permissionless environment, where anyone can add liquidity to it. Let's explore how DeFi has iterated on the idea of liquidity pools. Alright guys, so decentralized finance has created an explosion of on-chain activity. DEX volumes can meaningfully compete with the volume on decentralized exchanges, and as of December 2020, there are almost $15 billion of value locked in DeFi protocols. The ecosystem is rapidly expanding with new types of products. But what makes all this expansion possible? Well, one of the core technologies behind all these products is the liquidity pool. And so yeah, guys, so now on to, to answer our question. What is a liquidity pool? Well, a liquidity pool is a collection of funds that are locked into a smart contract. Liquidity pools are used to facilitate decentralized trading, lending, and many more functions that we'll end up exploring later. I don't think we're going to end up reading this entire blog article because there's probably going to be a lot of technical, jargon in here that a lot of us beginners aren't going to understand. We just want to get a general idea of what a liquidity pool actually is. And for those of you who are, potentially trolling this video and you're really not a beginner and you're just trying to see, what the video is all about, you're probably not going to like this very much if I'm just reading the video. So you might want to exit out of this video if you're not, if you don't truly want to learn it, or if you already know what a liquidity pool is. So, all right, guys. Anyway, liquidity pools are the backbone of many decentralized exchanges, DEXs, such as Uniswap. Well, yeah, that's true. Uniswap is actually a very huge DEX. It's one of the biggest DEXs that I know of, or decentralized exchanges that I know of. Let's just check this out real quick. Let's see here. So on CoinMarketCap, we'll go ahead and check out Uniswap real quick. As you can see, Uniswap is number 10 right now at the time of filming this video. And in the last 24 hours, $2.2 billion have been moved through Uniswap in the last 24 hours. So that just goes to say a lot, guys. There's a lot of money flowing through Uniswap. There's a lot of people trading on this DEX. It's a very popular decentralized exchange. Users called liquidity providers add an equal value of tokens in a pool to create a market in exchange for providing their funds. They earn trading fees from the trades that happen in their pool, proportional to their share of the total liquidity. As anyone can be a liquidity provider, AMMs, or automated market makers, have made market making more accessible. One of the first protocols to use liquidity pools was Bancor, but the concept gained more attention with the popularization of Uniswap. Again, we already talked about that, and how popular Uniswap has become. And some other popular exchanges that use liquidity pools on Ethereum are SushiSwap and Curve and Balancer, which, I mean, if you've been around the crypto space for even, quite some time, you've probably seen SushiSwap or Curve or Balancer be talked about quite a bit before. I know I have. And on top of that, liquidity pools in these venues contain ERC20 tokens. Similar equivalents on Binance Smart Chain are PancakeSwap, BakerySwap, and BurgerSwap, where the pools contain BEP20 tokens. So, these are pretty much the same thing. PancakeSwap, BakerySwap, and BurgerSwap are pretty much the same as SushiSwap and Uniswap, but their pools contain BEP20 tokens instead of ERC20 tokens. So basically tokens that are built on, the Ethereum network rather than the Binance Smart Chain network. So yeah, guys, makes quite a bit of sense actually when you know, reading it like this and when they put it this way. It seems pretty self-explanatory to me, honestly. You know, people are basically putting their, you know, they put their money in, it creates a pool, and, you know, everybody is generating money off of fees or something like that. That's kind of what I'm getting. They earn trading fees from the trades that happen in their pool, proportional to the share of their total liquidity. So that kind of makes sense. I kind of get it. You know, it takes a little bit to get your head wrapped around it, but, you know, it makes sense when you think about it deeper. But I mean, overall, guys, I think that pretty much does it for what a liquidity pool is. I mean, there's no sense in me going on and on about random jargon, you know, that the rest of this blog post is probably going to talk about. But I really don't want to go through like liquidity pools versus order books. I mean, that's not the point of me. That's not the point of me and making this current video. I mean, I just want to figure out what liquidity pools actually were. Do research and to see what liquidity pools actually were. How liquidity pools work. Oh, well, I guess we can go through this real quick. So, automated market makers have changed this game. They are a significant innovation that allows for on-chain trading without the need for an order book, as no direct counterparty is needed to execute trades. Traders can get in and out of positions on token pairs that likely would be highly illiquid on order book exchanges. You could think of an order book exchange as peer-to-peer, where buyers and sellers are connected by the order book. For example, trading on Binance DEX is peer-to-peer, since trades happen directly between user wallets. Now, trading using an AMM is different. You could think of trading on an AMM as peer-to-contract. As we've mentioned, a liquidity pool is a bunch of funds deposited into a smart contract by liquidity providers. When you're executing a trade on an AMM, you don't have a counterparty in the traditional sense. Instead, you're executing the trade against the liquidity in the liquidity pool. For the buyer to buy, there doesn't need to be a seller at that particular moment, only sufficient liquidity in the pool. So when you're buying the latest food coin on Uniswap, there isn't a seller on the other side in the traditional sense. Instead, your activity is managed by the algorithm that governs what happens in the pool. In addition, pricing is also determined by the algorithm based on the trades that happen in the pool. If you'd like to get a deeper dive into how this works, you can read their AMM article. Okay. So guys, it seems pretty self-explanatory, honestly. You know, I don't want to go on about, you know, everything else here. I really just wanted to find out what a liquidity pool actually was. And this first little bit of this, this first little bit of this paragraph, these couple paragraphs right here, pretty much did it in for me. Gave me a really good sense of what liquidity pools actually were. So, but hey, you know, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I'd like to hear, you know, what you guys think about what we talked about here. Are you still confused about liquidity pools do you have any further questions? You know, again, I'm no expert, but I mean, if I can help in any way, I'd love to. You know, or if you have something else to share with me about liquidity pools, I'd like to learn more as well. So hey, share it with me. Other than that, guys, I feel that we've got a pretty good idea of what liquidity pools are now. So, I mean, again, we're no experts, but we got a basic idea. Anyway, guys, if you'd like, go ahead and take a minute to subscribe to my channel so that you guys can join me in learning about all these different great crypto trends with me in my future videos. And with that said, you guys, thanks again for watching and learning with me, and I hope to see you guys in the comment section of my future videos.